Hello everybody, Shocklinks 1000 and Pony for Duty, welcoming you back to an episode of my brilliant diamond Hooplocke Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we finally made our way here into the snowy route that is Route 216 to make our way up to Aquity Lakefront. This time we're going to be proceeding onwards through this route, but before I do that, let's go into the Grand Underground real fast. Because we're going to be in a new area of the Grand Underground. We've been in the central area. We've been in the southwest. We are now in the northwest area. This area you can only gain access to when you're in Route 216 up to Snow Point City. Nowhere else. So in here we have the Whiteout Cave. A place where you're more likely to find ice-type Pokemon. Well, hello. It's a Swablu there immediately. It's a Pachirisu as well. Actually, no, yeah, I don't think we've actually caught a Pachirisu. No, we haven't. Okay, let's go for a quick ball. Wow, the quick ball worked on Pachirisu, but it didn't work when I tried it on the Scoropie. Oh dear. You know what? Yeah. We'll get rid of Faint. I know it's going to be unoriginal, but I'm just going to call you Cheeky. Ooh! Modest with his highest IV special attack. Has run away for the ability, which actually does help if I want to run away from wild Pokemon. His other ability, I think, is Pickup. So, I'm not too disappointed about that. Defense Curl, Sweet Kiss, Thunder Wave, Super Fang. So the bread move you have is Defense Curl. God dang it. Okay. What other Pokemon are there here? Well, plenty of Machoke's. There was another Machoke up there. Is there any... I don't think there's any item over here, so we're free to move on. Okay. You know what, let's do some digging. Two items. Up. Always finding bedrock. Oh, we got a statue. It's a grass type. No, it doesn't look like we're going to find anything. Okay, what's the statue? Torterra, alright. Okay, what's in this one? It's probably nothing but spheres again, no doubt. Don't tell me we found another fossil. Honestly, I do respect the fact that the game is actually trying to give me another crazy dose, and I do thank it for that. But I have to follow the rules of a Nuzlocke. Once I lose a Pokemon, I can't use it again. Right, okay, let's see what's in this room. Oh, it's another whiteout cave. Hey, Shinx! Oh, an item? A Dawnstone! Okay. I'll happily take that. Oh, hello, look who it is! The rarest Pokemon to find in the honey trees normally. It's Munchlax. Unfortunately, though, I don't think Munchlax is an easy Pokemon to catch. Nearly at him. Nearly at him. I know your hidden ability is Gluttony. I'm just trying to think what your main abilities are. Like, I know one of them is Immunity, so you cannot be poisoned. Is the other one Thick Fat? Ah, you're holding leftovers. Okay. Well, then again, Bulbapedia and other sites are known to say that Munchlax is 100% guaranteed to hold leftovers when you find it in the... Oh no, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. Okay, Force Palm. Okay. Right, I'll use Bite, so it's not 50% Stab. And so it's not going to be... Okay. So far, you have used moves that you normally are known to use anyway, being Curse, Metronome, and Amnesia. Unless Curse is a breeding move for some reason. Let's go for Ultra Ball. Oh, come on. Fling? You just flung your leftovers at us. Alright, that's easy for us to catch you. Nice, got him. Now, Munchlax is actually another Pokemon who evolves by happiness. So, if I was to use Munchlax, right, we'll call you Glutton, just for the sake of it. Let's have a look. Oh, even you're modest. Highest IV is Special Defense. Right, Pickup, yeah. I think when you have Pickup for the ability, it changes to become Immunity or something. I don't know. So yeah, Curse was the bread move. I'm gonna keep you in the PC for now. So that was the rare encounter. Yeah, there's nothing else in for us. Okay, let's check one more room and then we'll leave and make our way further up Route 216. See what's in here. Oh, another whiteout cave. And another Munchlax. Okay, whoa! Well, there's actually more than one Munchlax. So, is Munchlax not the rare encounter then? Hmm. Oh, there he is. It's Ellie Kid. I don't want to try and catch myself another Munchlax. So I think we're just going to have to say it's a pass. Modest nature is not really the best nature in the world for a Snorlax, but we can live with it. Wow, there's so many whiteout caves here. Oh, hello, Snowrunt. We'll definitely catch you. Let's see. You're a female. Yeah, you'll understand why. Because the Dawnstone that we picked up in the first whiteout cave... No, not the first one, the second one. The Dawnstone is an evolution item specifically for 2 Pokemon. And it also depends on the gender. If you have a male Curlier and you use a Dawnstone on male Curliers, they evolve to become a Gallade. But if you have a female Snowrunt, it will evolve into a Frostlass. And the fact of the matter is that Snowrunt in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl can only be found in the Ground Underground. It cannot be found in the Overworld. And I'm going to be calling this Snowrunt Kimono because... Well, okay. I'm not too fussed about the nature because Frostlass is not really a defensive Pokemon. Okay. The reason why I'm going to add Snowrunt to the team temporarily for Epona. I'm going to go straight into the bag and I'm going to use the Dawnstone that we picked up. This is Frostlass. Frostlass's design honestly looks like that she's wearing a kimono. So that explains why. We will teach you Hex in replacement of Bite. Having both Icy Wind, Frost Breath and Fake T is actually not necessarily a bad thing. Frost Breath is a guaranteed crit every time you hit. Icy Wind is a guarantee to drop the opponent's speed. And Fake Tears, upon hitting, sharply drops the opponent's special defense. Okay, we're going to go up now. And just to make sure that I'm not forgetting, I'm going to immediately take Himono out, and I'm going to put Epona back in. Oh. Yeah, because in these routes, you're more likely to find some Ice-type Pokemon, but not the Ice-type Pokemon that was given a Gen 4 evolution, like Snorunt, Swinub. I don't know about Sneasel, personally. I think Sneasel might actually be one of the very few that was fortunate to be brought into Sinnoh normally. And yes, in case you are wondering, you can actually find Swinub in this route in Platinum. Unless it's Piloswine, one of the two. I do still think it's something that's resoundingly stupid. The fact that, oh, certain Pokemon were given a new evolution to debut Generation 4, but you're not allowed to get any of them until the post-game in Diamond and Pearl. And they continued it in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which I do not agree with. I think everybody would actually say this as a matter of fact right now. The best way they could have done for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is to make the game easier to navigate without having to do 3D controls in a 2D environment. But if you're going to do 3D, like if you're going to make a game a 3D game, then use the 3D camera mechanic. Don't focus on a 2D camera mechanic. And secondly, have every single Pokemon that's in the Pokemon Platinum Pokedex accessible. Don't just be like, oh, we're going to allow only the Diamond and Pearl Overworld Pokemon to be found, and the Pokemon that was brought into the Sinnoh region via Pokemon Platinum, you're only going to be able to find them in the Grand Underground. That's it. That is honestly a poor idea to design this game. Right, let's switch out. There we go. Because there is another trainer before we actually get to go inside that cabin. Okay, yeah, I was right. Sneasel is one of very few Pokemon that actually was allowed to be caught regularly in the game. The other ones were Murkrow and Mischievous. There might be another one, but that's all I can think of. Right, let's go inside this cabin because this is the best thing for us to actually, like, get to have a rest and heal our Pokemon. Because we've got another trainer over here. I was saying it in my head, but I didn't want to say it in person. I swear down, if you use Copycat to copy me using Flamethrower and get the burn on me, But I didn't get the burn on you. I would have been so livid. Nasty plot. That could actually come in handy. Because Work Up is a raise both physical and special attack by 1 stage, whereas Nasty Plot raises special attack by 2 stages. Even though I don't have any special attacking moves on him currently, it definitely would be something to take into consideration in thinking of using. When the time comes, that is. Ugh. Oh, ow. Yeah, my right foot just cracked. I've been feeling like literally, I was actually at a work shift on Sunday, not last week, but the week before. And I think I put in way too much effort with my work when I was playing football, but soccer if you're an American watching my videos. And I was just kicking the ball way too hard in hope to actually improve my performance. And I wasn't actually able to walk on my right foot at all because I think I did something to aggravate it, and it had been hurting for 3 days straight when that happened. And even though the pain actually had healed up, it's now all of a sudden coming back. Unless my foot cracks. And I don't want that. In fact, it's actually hurting my foot right now just to do some ankle rotations. But then again, I am resting my foot on top of my... Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter where my foot is positioned. If it's on top of my left leg or on the floor, doing ankle rotations actually does hurt it. But I definitely know if you feel pain when trying to stretch, I don't know if it's a case of you're either doing it, you feel the pain so you know it's working, or you feel the pain and it's actually making it feel worse. It's hard to say. Right, there are a lot of trainers to be found on this route coming up ahead, but Ponyta's evolving. We now have a Rapidash. And upon evolving, you want to learn Smart Strike, which actually is a really good move to teach. It's a 70 power physical steel move that never misses. It debuted in Generation 7 as a TM. And upon doing that, let's actually bring opponent into the battlefield now. But yeah, there are a lot of trainers to actually fight on this route. And this route is actually really expensive. Oh, wow. What a way to make a debut. A Pokemon has got a quad advantage over your Pokemon. That's actually something I kind of find annoying when it comes to Sugar Convoy's Let's Plays on Pokemon. Where it's like, oh, a Pokemon is now evolved. We're now going to bring him into his debut fight, and the debut fight happens to be the Pokemon being used against a Pokemon that can do super effective damage to the Pokemon it's fighting against, and is also like 20 levels lower than his Pokemon, and is like, you can see just how powerful this Pokemon is. It KO'd a Pokemon 20 levels lower than it in one hit. It's a bit silly. Alright, I got a water type. I got a water type Rapidash. Oh. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people back when Pokemon Sun and Moon was being announced to be released at that time, back in 2016, if not 2015, they really was hoping, like literally, a lot of people were really hoping for Nintendo and Game Freak to create a regional variant for Ponyta and Rapidash and have it be a water type. If not, then to do it with Growlithe and Arcanine. But instead, they announced Ponyta and Rapidash to be given a Galarian form for Sword and Shield, and Growlithe and Arcanine to be given a Hisuian form in Legends Arceus. Okay, I actually just realized this guy has got 3 Snover and 1 Golduck. I get that the Golduck is actually to do super effective damage to the quad weakness of the fire type, but why have 3 Snovers? Because honestly, the main method about having a good team is to not have the same Pokemon in your team, as well as the same types, as well as having too many weaknesses. Especially if you're deciding to use a team of Pokemon that are all different types, but have quad weaknesses, then that's not really coming up with a good team. It's like, say, oh, you're going to be using a Snover. It's quad weak to fire. You're going to be using a Gastrodon that's got a quad weakness to grass. You're going to be using a Altaria, the evolved form of Swablu, that has a quad weakness to ice. You're going to be using a Probopass, which is the evolved form of Nosepass, that has a quad weakness to both fighting and ground. So immediately I've mentioned 1 Pokemon that have a quad weakness to fire, 1 Pokemon have a quad weakness to grass, 1 Pokemon have the quad weakness to ice, and 1 Pokemon have the quad weakness to both ground and fighting. That's 5 quad weaknesses on 4 Pokemon alone, which makes it significantly difficult for your playthrough. It really does. I know it's not really easy coming up with a good team of Pokemon where you are focusing on covering as many types offensively while having as little amount of weaknesses as possible. So like right here, right now, I've got 2 plain fighting types, 2 plain psychic types, a plain fire type, and a plain electric type. If I decided to switch out Rapidash for Pachirisu, then that would mean I'd also have 2 electric types, meaning 2 Pokemon weak to ground, 2 Pokemon weak to Bug, Dark, and Ghost, and 2 Pokemon weak to Flying, Psychic, and Fairy. It's not really good team building. So you have to like pay very close attention to that. But to be honest, I have no choice in the matter because I can only use single types until I beat the 7th gym. And I do not have a lot of single types because the Sinnoh region is chock-a-block full of dual type Pokemon. Right, anyway. I'm going to be in a situation right now where it's going to be a case of I'm going to be stuck in this route for a little bit trying to find the rest of the trainers so we can get some experience. There's one over there, but we're going to be ending things off for this episode. Next time on Brilliant Diamond Hooplocke Nuzlocke, we're going to be pressing further onwards into Route 216 up to Route 217 to hopefully get to the next town. See you guys then.